conflicting thoughts about the whole Ozempic craze because I'm not opposed to it. From everything I hear about the semaglutide medications that are very popular now, I believe that they are the secret weapon to finally battling this epidemic of obesity that we have not only in the United States but throughout the world. And so I would never want to discourage anybody who really needs this medication from taking it. However, I think this warning is for the people who really don't need this. These medications, I believe, these semaglutides, and by the way, I think it's such a technicality that a lot of celebrities get away with when you ask them, are you on Ozempic? And they say, of course not. Because Ozempic is just one brand of semaglutide medications that is being administered to a lot of people. You have Wegovy, there's Mounjaro, and there's many others. There's a few that are coming up on the market now. It's the same thing, just under different names. And the fact that there are so many celebrities that are like, I am not on Ozempic, but they might be on Mounjaro, they might be on Wegovy or something else. So if reporters are gonna go there, don't ask people if they are on Ozempic. Ask them, are you taking any type of semaglutide medication right now? You should ask that to the Kardashians next time. But anyway, I believe that there is a place for these medications, but there are so many people, especially in Hollywood, people who can afford this very expensive medication that I believe starts at $1,000 a month or something like that, who really don't need them. These are not obese people. They're slightly overweight. And with just a little bit of diet and exercise controlled for what they might need, these people have access to private chefs, meal delivery services, and personal trainers and gyms in their homes. But instead, they're choosing to go the route of taking a semaglutide medication that a genuinely helpless patient needs to get over, whether it's their diabetes or uncontrolled obesity. But like anything else in Hollywood, if it's trendy and it's easy and it works fast, let's do it. And one of the unintended consequences of this access to this medication that they may not need is what people are calling Ozempic phase. And it's not really cute. As people get older, and I just turned 50 and I'm very aware of this. As you get older, your reserves of collagen start to deplete. And so your skin loses that vitality and that elasticity that it once had. And at this point in your life, the only thing you really have going for you to keep your face as plump as possible is your natural fat. When you're on these medications that help you, they help quiet the hunger response. So what they allow you to do is to go for long stretches of time without eating or greatly reduce the calories that you consume every day without the hunger pangs or the anxiety that comes from being hungry. When you quiet that hunger and you're not eating what you used to eat before, or you're not eating what your body really needs, your body then begins to cannibalize its resources of fat that it has stored over time. Now, if you're somebody who is 100, 200, 300 pounds overweight, that's a wonderful thing. It's a great way to get rid of all that excess fat that is holding on to your body, that all the diet and exercise in the world is not helping you to get rid of. So it's a wonderful thing if you're able to do that when you are that overweight. But if you're somebody who's just slightly overweight, who is of a normal weight, you could say, and you take these medications, you will lose the weight really quickly. But then what happens when you can't stop your body from eating the fat that you need to keep you youthful, to give you energy, to send messages to your brain so it can work properly? What happens if you develop a kind of a dependence on this medication, because now you have a body dysmorphia that even though you have lost a lot of weight, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying, no, but I could still lose a couple more pounds. I could still lose 10 more pounds, just 10 more pounds. And you stay on this medication for an indefinite period of time. Now, I want to make it very clear. The photo on the thumbnail, I don't know if any of these people, aside from Sharon Osbourne, who has said that she was on Ozempic, I don't know if the others were also on this drug. It was highly reported that they were, and that's the reason for their gaunt appearance. I also want to make the caveat that maybe these people are going through something, some kind of a health crisis that we don't know about. So I want to make sure that nobody thinks that I'm accusing anybody other than Sharon, who has been very open of the fact that she took Ozempic, she lost a lot of weight, she lost too much weight, and even after taking the medication and stopping it, she still can't put back on any more weight. So I just want to make that very clear. I don't know these people, I don't know their personal history. I just want to cover the topic. Medication can be helpful, especially for a limited amount of time. If you are somebody who doesn't have any kind of dysmorphia or disordered eating, and this is something that can help you in the short term, I say go for it. God knows if I could afford it and it could help me to lose some of the weight that I've put on in the last couple of months in a short period of time, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But just like any other substance that people take and they tend to abuse it, you could fall into the dangerous zone of taking the substance, not stopping at a timely manner, and then things go haywire. When we lose the natural layer of fat that we have underneath the skin of our faces, you can have a very gaunt appearance, and that is not what anybody wants to have. This is how you end up with people injecting fillers into their faces, and we have seen what happens when that goes awry. There's no amount of fillers that can replace the natural fat, the natural collagen that your body produces to give you that spark, that youthful look to your face. So what I will say to you, if you are considering taking any semaglutide medication, please consult with your doctor. Please do this under careful medical supervision. Make sure that you qualify for this. Make sure that you're not taking resources away from people who really need it. And when you are taking it, just be mindful. Maybe have an accountability partner to make sure that they're keeping their eye on you, that you're not overdoing things. Make sure you're documenting your progress. Take photos of yourself so that you can see your body from a detached point of view. You're not really looking at the reflection of the mirror, which can sometimes be deceiving. Make sure you have people around you that can keep you accountable and say, hey, I think you need to slow down. It's not looking as cute. Okay, like I said, please make sure you consult with your physician before you go on any medication. And once you are on it or off it, exercise, being careful about what you eat, the proper order of how you eat your foods. I read this somewhere that if you start your meal with greens and don't just eat a salad and then go right ahead and start eating the other things. No. About 30 to 40 minutes before you sit down to have a meal, have a couple spoonfuls of greens, maybe some fermented greens like kimchi or sauerkraut or pickles, something that will prep your gut so that when the food comes down and is processed through the stomach and starts going through your intestinal tract, the good bacteria that is contained in the greens and the fermented greens will already be in place to block your body from absorbing too much of the sugar, too much of the carbs, and allow the majority of the things that you don't need to just pass through your system. It's a very fascinating topic, this whole thing about digestion and how food works. It's very interesting. I invite everybody to go and learn as much as you can about how your body works so that you may not have to rely on medication that may not be what you need. Yes, if you need it, if you're diabetic, if you're struggling with excessive weight, go ahead and ask your physician to help you to get this medication. But if you can avoid it, nothing beats the natural methods of losing weight because your body knows how much you need to lose. And if you are practicing healthy eating and exercise practices, then your body will stop itself before it goes too far. So you don't want to end up looking like people who are sporting that nefarious Ozempic face. Okay, thank you so much for watching this quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share it with others. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? I would like to hear what you have to say. Please subscribe to my channel. I like to talk about all kinds of topics. And while you're here, why don't you go around and look at other videos that I have made. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it inspires you to subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you in the next video.